Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, April 11th. It's 8 a.m., so you know what time it is. It's time for Positive Impact Live here on Positively Osceola. I'm your host, Madi. I bring this lovely little show to you every Saturday and Sunday at 8 a.m. It's your weekend update on all things local, national, and international. I'm keeping you in the know. This Positively Osceola broadcast is brought to you by our community partner, Orlando Health St. Cloud. Choose Orlando Health. I love seeing all these views already this morning. If you want to throw me a comment saying where you're watching from, it always makes my morning to see where my viewers are at. Now, I think it's time to officially get this morning started. Good morning again, everyone. I'm Madi Zavitz, your host for Positive Impact Live. It's time to get started on this lovely Sunday morning. Today is April 11th. It is 8:03 a.m., and that means it's time to get to the news. I've picked out some really interesting articles from all around the globe today, so I'm excited to share them with you today. Starting with a really important one for anyone that likes to eat ground turkey. The USDA issued a public health alert for more than 211 pounds of ground turkey this weekend for a possible salmonella cross from eating that. So you've got to be really careful, guys. A public health alert has been issued, and they estimate it could be about 211,406 pounds of raw ground turkey products linked to salmonella. The Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Services issued the alert Saturday night for the products that were produced by Plainville Brands LLC, which is based in Pennsylvania. The affected products were shipped to stores nationwide and have a January use by, freeze, sell by date. The health alert said there were concerns that some products may be frozen and in consumers' freezers if they haven't already consumed it. According to the USDA health alert, a recall was not requested because it was believed the products are no longer available for customers to purchase at the time that they found out that there is possible salmonella risk. A list of states and stores where the products were sold were not included in the health alert. However, 2 of the 4 affected products were sold at Wegmans under the grocer's name. Another affected product is under the name Nature's Promise, which is a Hannaford store brand with products sold at Food Lion, Giant Food, Hannaford, and Stop and Shop stores. Consumers who have purchased these products are urged not to consume them. These products should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. Retail locations may receive returned product from consumers, and they should destroy them immediately. The affected raw ground turkey products were processed between December 18th and December 29th, and these products have the establishment number ESTP244 inside the USDA mark of inspection. The products subject to the public health alert include 1-pound packages of Nature's Promise free from 94% lean ground turkey, 1-pound packages of Wegmans 94% lean ground turkey, 3-pound packages of Wegmans 94% lean ground turkey, and 1-pound packages of Plainville Farms ground white turkey, all with the use freeze by date in the January 2021 time. Consumers with any questions can contact Yusef Rob at 323-384-1789 or by email at yusef@tkcommunicationsllc.com. For food safety questions, you can always call the toll-free number for USDA's meat and poultry hotline at 1-888-MP-HOTLINE or 1-888-674-6854. Or you can live chat with Ask USDA from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday at ask.usda.gov. So keep an eye out. If you got any frozen turkey from January still sitting in your freezer, you might want to double check its product label and make sure you don't have any issues in your freezer that will cause issues in your belly. All right, next, there was a volcano eruption on a Caribbean island, St. Vincent Island, just as they were evacuating for the eruption. The volcano on the eastern Caribbean island, St. Vincent, has experienced an explosive eruption, according to officials there. Hours after increased activity at the mountain's triggered area caused a mandatory evacuation of nearby residents. On Friday morning, St. Vincent's National Emergency Management Organization, or NEMO, announced in a tweet that the volcano known as La Soufriere had erupted hours after it began spewing ash and steam. There were no immediate reports of casualties from the eruption. At least one smaller explosion occurred Friday afternoon. There were social media posts and videos being taken by witnesses on the ground showing plumes of ash rising from the volcano. St. Vincent and the Grenadines have a population of 110,000 people. While most live on the main island of St. Vincent around the capital of Kingstown, the population is spread over dozens of islands. The eruption occurred at 8:40 a.m. local time. Ash plumes of up to 8 kilometers or 5 miles were observed. And ash has been falling all over the Argyle International Airport. All persons in the red volcano hazard zone are asked to evacuate immediately that day. Scary stuff when volcanoes erupt on your island. It would be so scary to just see ash and, flames like coming out. It'd be crazy. All right, so as we are ending the school year, we're getting close to the end of our 2020-2021 school year, and we are approaching the next class of students going to college. It's important to know that a lot of United States colleges will require students to be vaccinated, regardless of state policies of not requiring a vaccination. Duke University in North Carolina has announced that it will require students to have a COVID-19 vaccine when they return this fall. And the list of campuses with such policies is growing. Rutgers University in New Jersey was the first, and since then, more than a dozen residential colleges have followed, including Notre Dame, 2 Ivy League schools, Brown and Cornell, and Northeastern University in Massachusetts. They're all among those requiring a vaccine for the fall. Cleveland State University will also do so for every student living on campus, not necessarily those who are not. As vaccines become more widely available, it is likely that many more colleges will add their own mandates. 37 states are now vaccinating people over 16 years old, and by April 19th, all states in the U.S. will join them. Vaccinations are an important tool for making the fall semester safe, said Antonio Calcato, who leads the Rutgers COVID-19 task force. We just felt that simply encouraging would not have the same effect as a requirement, he said. Colleges have struggled this year to control the outbreaks on campus, and residential campuses are social spaces where viruses can and have spread through the dorms, off-campus housing, and parties. And campuses aren't insulated from their communities. There's research to suggest that the spread of the coronavirus among students led to nearby deaths in nursing homes. And requiring a vaccine is not new for colleges. They've long required vaccines for several infectious diseases. In a survey of about 100 four-year institutions representing all 50 states and Washington, D.C., nearly all required at least one vaccine for enrollment. I know when I went to college, there were several vaccines I was required to have. The MMR vaccine, which protects against measles, mumps, and rubella, was required at least 87.5% of campuses surveyed. When it comes to enforcement, colleges will most often use a registration hold, barring students from signing up for classes until they've met the requirement. But at some schools, not having proof of vaccination can prevent you from living in campus housing. And in some rare cases, that could mean the student would face expulsion. So keep in mind, if you are heading to college, either continuing on in your studies or starting your first year of school, there might be some additional vaccines that you'll have to add to your list of to-dos as you are packing for school. There was some really severe weather this weekend, and it swept through a lot of the South and the Gulf Coast. Florida, last night here at my home, we had some really intense winds. I almost thought a tornado would pop out of nowhere, but there was a lot of states and cities with much more severe weather, and actually 2 people lost their lives because of the weather this weekend. So let's get to the information on that. At least 2 people have died, several have been hospitalized, and multiple homes and businesses have been destroyed following severe storms in parts of the Gulf Coast. Jose Higarda, 28, was killed in Palmetto, Louisiana, where a tornado destroyed at least 6 homes and 2 trailers Saturday morning. CBS News affiliate reported on this and provided all of the information that I'm gathering here. The National Weather Service also confirmed an EF3 tornado with estimated peak winds of 140 miles per hour had touched down in that area. St. Laundry Parish President Jesse Ballard said 7 others were injured, 5 of whom have been released from the hospital are in the process of returning home. In Shreveport, Louisiana, a 48-year-old man was killed Friday after a tree fell onto his mobile home when there were strong winds reported in the area at the time. The city was under a river flood warning as of Saturday evening, and residents were advised to avoid driving vehicles through flooded areas or nearby riverbanks. Severe weather warnings of flooding, hailstorms, and thunderstorms have also been issued throughout Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, and Mississippi, which affected nearly 6 million residents. About 140,000 homes and businesses were without power from Arkansas, Louisiana, and all the way down to the Florida Panhandle through Saturday morning. And as of 2:20 p.m. in Central Florida, Central Time, more than 14,000 outages were reported in Florida, nearly 20,000 in Arkansas, and about 10,000 in Louisiana, and more than 13,000 in Mississippi, according to poweroutage.us. This image, I'm going to make it bigger, the one I used here. This is actually an image in Panama City Beach, Florida, of the Blue convenience store that was destroyed by a tornado during severe weather as it ripped through on yesterday. So as you can see, it just ripped the top of the building off, and it really looks like Panama City was hit hard this weekend. Tens of thousands in the region have also reported power outages since Friday evening. It's going to be a while before they can get it back, as power companies are currently in the process of restoring outages and clearing debris. Conditions in the northwest and west central Arkansas, as well as eastern Oklahoma, were improving Saturday evening, according to National Weather Service. So hopefully we can get that all cleared up, and a big condolence for those who lost their lives during the storm this weekend. There was another death that happened that kind of shook the world. It made very big news. Prince Philip, the husband to Queen Elizabeth II and the longest-serving consort of any British monarch, died this weekend at age 99. A statement posted on the royal family's website Friday morning said, "It is with deep sorrow that Her Majesty the Queen announces the death of her beloved husband, His Royal Highness the Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh." The Royal Highness passed away peacefully at Windsor Castle, and they said that they'll make further announcements in due course. The royal family joins with people all around the world in mourning his loss. His death was met with a flood of tributes from across Britain and the world, and in accordance with tradition, a framed notice containing the news was placed on the railings at Buckingham Palace. Philip spent 65 years supporting the Queen, retiring from his public role in 2017 and staying largely out of the view since. In his active years, he helped set up a new course for the monarchy, champion Britain itself, as well as championing environmental causes, science, and technology. His passing comes as the royal family confronts new challenges, and most recently, the intense publicity that followed the departure of Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, from both the United Kingdom and official royal duties. Philip helped bring the royals to life on television rather than through radio reports. He was actually the first member of the royal family to do a televised interview, and he presented a show on the royal tour of the Commonwealth. He also said to have a hand in televising the Queen's coronation in 1953, and he organized the groundbreaking 1969 television documentary about the royal family. So just condolences to the royal family. I know so many people are mourning his loss, and it definitely shook the world. That was a big news story that hit all around the world. All right, guys. Well, that does end my broadcast this morning. But before I let you go, I always want to share the weather for the week. And after a stormy week, we do have a bit of let up coming our way. Let me get our weather here pulled up for you. For some reason, it's got the top of my screen in there too, but let's see if I can fix that real quick for you. I don't know why it's acting so silly. That may be a little bit better for you. Live streaming. Gotta love it. Am I right? All right. So let me just get the weather for you here. Sunday, we do have thunderstorms throughout the day. It's not projected to rain as much as we suspected originally. I think those storms came through a little bit earlier yesterday with the rain. But after today, hopefully we won't see rain until next weekend, but it'll be nice and sunny throughout the week. Highs in the mid 80s. And again, as I said, Saturday we will be seeing showers. So lots to keep an eye on for weather for sure. All right, guys, that officially ends my broadcast this Sunday morning. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend and a relaxing one. Maybe take the day off, just spend the time with some family, or you have some me time, I think that's going to be my Sunday, is just a bit of relaxing before another busy week here in beautiful Central Florida. Thanks for tuning in with me, but be sure to follow us on social media, on our Facebook page, our Instagram, our Twitter, and always keep an eye on our website. You can also sign up for updates through our email chain, where they will just keep you updated with everything that's happening in Osceola County. It'll give you updates on our upcoming broadcasts, and you'll just have all the information right there in your email ready to go. As always, you can tune in with me every Saturday and Sunday morning here on Positive Impact Live, where I'll see you at 8 a.m. next weekend. I'm so proud to be part of a team like Positively Osceola, where we are making a positive impact in and around Osceola County. Have a great Sunday, and I'll see you Saturday. Bye.